everybody, this is Jennifer. Welcome to my channel. Today is Friday, so I have a Friday reads for you. I'm going to go over the 3 things I finished this past week and tell you what I'm currently reading and what I will be reading during the next week. So, last Saturday was Dewey's 24-hour readathon. I did not get to participate as much as I wanted to. However, I did get a couple of things read during the week off of my TBR. The first thing I finished was Hexarcate stories, which I started during my holiday, and I finished it Saturday, and I gave it 5 stars because I absolutely loved it. It is the 4th book in the Machineries of Empire series by Yoon, and it consists of short stories, flash fiction, and then the last 40% is I guess it's kind of a novella called Glass Cannon, which continues the story after the last book, which is Revenant Gun, 2 years later. And the way it went, hopefully no spoilers here, the way it went, I am very glad to say, will probably lead to more books, and I am super excited because this is I think it might be my 2nd favorite series going on right now after Rivers of London. And I thoroughly enjoyed going back to this series, and I thought the stories gave a good background, added to the background of the previous books. And like I said, the last one actually continues the story and sort of provides a direction in which the series will continue. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was 5 stars. So the next thing I read during Dewey's is Paper Girls Volume 6, by Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chang. This was the conclusion to the series, and I thought it was a decent conclusion. I kind of found it a little bit disappointing, which is why I only gave it 4 stars. But the art and the story, like I said, the art was excellent, and the story, I guess, is fitting, but I found it a bit disappointing. So anyway, I finished that. And then next I read the next installment of Monstress, which is Volume 4, The Chosen. And this was also a 4-star read for me. The art, as always, was gorgeous. The story I felt was a little weak, but it did cement the fact my absolute favorite character in this series is Kippa. Kippa is awesome, and it highlights her very well. I just thought the parts with Micah, or Maika, Maika Half-Wolf, I thought that was a little, I don't know, lacking in my opinion, but in general I really liked it, and it was a 4 stars. Okay, so continuing on into my absolute abysmal failure at Victober. I'm only about 19% done with Wuthering Heights still, and I'm pushing that off until December because I really don't want to continue with it right now, but I would like to get it done by the end of the year. The other things I'm still reading is A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. I am about 75% done with this, and hopefully by the end of the weekend I will be done because I really want to get to my nonfiction November TBR. The book that I'm currently reading off of my Gone with the Book TBR, I started this the last few days of the month, but I did not get all that much read of it. Is Good Morning Midnight by Rhys. And so far, I'm really enjoying this, and I'm going to try, instead of pushing it off to December like I did with Wuthering Heights, I really want to try to continue reading this. I'm hoping to get this done during the weekend. because I don't want to keep it going through like out the end. Well, for one, it's too short for that. It's 160 pages, so I should not have to, it shouldn't take like all month to read it. And I'm really enjoying the writing style. I think it's smooth. Well, I wouldn't exactly call it smooth because the character here, I think she goes by the name Sasha. At least that's what she says. It's implied that it's not her real name. She has some issues and her thought processes are not smooth, so the writing isn't smooth. It's jerky at times and kind of like distracted, I think, is what I would call it. However, it is going, it's not slow reading, let's just put it that way. And so, yeah, I'm really enjoying the experience of reading this, so I'm going to try to keep going with it because I don't want to put that off. What I have also started today, the first day of nonfiction November, is Pilgrim at Tinker Creek by Annie Dillard. And I have to say, I'm only on page 5, but I'm kind of understanding pretty much right away why people love this book. She's really got a way with words, and not in like, when people say that now, I think a lot of the times they're referring to like banter, and this doesn't feel bantery, it just feels like she's got a unique way of looking at things, is what I'd say. So yeah, so far so good with that one, but like I said, I've only gotten 5 pages in. So those are the 3 books that I'm technically currently still reading. Well, 4 if you count Wuthering Heights, which I'm kind of not right now because it's not active. But what else? Oh, so the way my reading this month is going to go, I've actually made a schedule like I did last November. I don't need it as much as I did last November because last November I was reading Moby Dick as a part of Steve Donahue's read-along. And so that took up a lot of my reading space, but I don't have anything big like that right now, except for my nonfiction, because I have a couple of chunkers in that TBR, if you've seen that. This week, as from my TBR, I'm going to be reading, like I said, Pilgrim at Tinker Creek, though I have a feeling I might have that done by the weekend if I keep wanting to read it as much as I do. I am also going to be starting Year of the Monkey by Patti Smith. Yeah, and I'm going to read one of my ebook picks, which is How to Eat a Peach by Diana Henry. And I am going to be starting on Essays and Poems by Ralph Waldo Emerson. My goal with this, like I have it like split up. And so like one of these tabs was supposed to be 1 week, but there's like 9 tabs. So I think I might not be as regimented with this as I originally intended, but it is my goal to read 2 or 3 essays a week from this until I'm done, which will, you know, take me through the end of the year, maybe into January, who knows. But yeah, so I'm getting started with that this week. And that is my Friday read, short but sweet. That is it. Let me know what you're reading this weekend or this week. And if you've put up a nonfiction November TBR, let me know because I'm really interested in those. I've tried to see all of them, but I'm sure I missed a few. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good weekend. Bye.